My child, this is your final call. Heaven has paused just to reach you. Others may hear this, but right now it is just you and me. Do not turn your face away from me in this moment. Do not harden yourself to survive one more hour by yourself. I am speaking directly to you, straight into the center of your heart. You waited long enough. This is your turning point. You stand at a crossroads and you feel it pulsing under your skin. Two roads that look like survival. One road says, hold on, make it right, hit back, prove the truth. The other road is my road. It says, put it down, give it to me. Let me carry what you were never assigned to bear. My beloved, choose carefully. This choice will shape what happens next. Do not be deceived. Both roads demand your energy, your focus, your breath, but only one road returns your peace to you. Only one road builds the future I prepared. I know why your chest still tightens when their name appears. I know why your sleep snaps in the middle of the night, so you can re-argue what you never got to say. I know the heat that rises in your throat when you replay how they smiled while cutting you and called it nothing. I am not shaming you. Hear me. You were not built wrong for wanting justice. You were wounded. You stood in a storm you did not choose. Your nervous system is still bracing for more harm because it learned, through pain, to expect the blow. I saw it. I am not confused about your story, and I am not here to condemn your outrage. I am here to rescue you from its grip before it remakes you in the image of what hurt you. My child, revenge is not your assignment. Put it down. This is not weakness. This is wisdom. When you lay down revenge, you do not cancel justice. You transfer it into my hands, where it can be done without destroying you. You cannot hold a torch of vengeance and not burn your own fingers. You cannot drink the poison of payback and call it medicine. Give me the case, right now. In your heart, name it and hand it over. I am not asking you to pretend it did not matter. I am asking you to let me handle what matters most so that you can live again. Listen to me. If you grip the need to make them feel what you felt, you will keep bleeding in a fight I never assigned you to finish. You will keep rehearsing your evidence to a jury that will never satisfy you. You will keep burning daylight that I meant for rebuilding. I want you light. I want you free. I want your mind unshackled from courtroom speeches you replay in silence. I want your shoulders to drop and your breath to deepen. I want your days back. Do not walk away. Do not close your heart. Take my hand again. Trust me one more time. I will never leave you. I am not bargaining with you. I am fathering you. I am not minimizing your pain. I am maximizing your future. You have asked me for justice, and I have not ignored you. You thought revenge was the only door to safety. It is not. The door to safety is me. The door to safety is obedience. The door to safety is laying down what is eating you alive. Hear the truth that steadies your shaking. Releasing revenge does not erase accountability. It makes room for it. While your heart heals, my justice moves. While you rest, I work. While you refuse to sling mud, I make the ground itself testify. I will not ask you to smear your hands to paint the truth. Your job is to stay clean. My job is to unveil what is hidden at the time that protects your future. I am not slow. I am strategic. I am not late. I am precise. My beloved, there is a sequence you cannot improve. There is a strategy you cannot replicate. There is a timing you cannot rush. Exposure that preserves your destiny. Correction that does not blow back and bruise what I am building in you. This is my domain. And listen carefully. The process is not waiting on your revenge to begin. It is already in motion. Even now, I am aligning conversations, softening some hearts, hardening others where necessary, lifting veils, redirecting steps, and gathering truth without your hands on the levers. Your assignment in this hour is not performance. Your assignment is purity. Stay quiet where I say be quiet. Speak only when I release you. Withdraw to heal. Return to worship. Keep your head lifted while I handle the ground. I know you want the last word, but I am the first and the last. Let me have the final word so your words can be few and full of life. Let me hold the gavel while you hold your peace. Believe me, when you lay vengeance at my feet, you are not surrendering to defeat. You are stepping into protection. The fog that has been clinging to your thoughts will begin to lift. The panic that ambushes you in ordinary moments will begin to loosen. The dread of bumping into their shadow will leave your bones, and the energy you spent plotting your safety will be returned to you so you can build what comes next. This is your final call. Put it down right now, not tomorrow, not after one more message, one more dig, one more post to make them feel it. Put it down, lay it at my feet, breathe, feel your hands empty and your heart open. I am here. I am not going anywhere. Others might hear this, but it is just you and me. Say yes to me in this crossroads and watch how quickly I clear the path ahead. My child, lean in. Others might be within earshot, but it is you and me now. I am placing my hand upon the center of your chest to steady your breathing. Listen, I saw what they did in secret. I stood in the dim corners where they thought no one watched. I heard the conversations they rehearsed to sound believable. I watched the shift of their eyes when truth brushed too close. I am not confused about what happened. I am not divided in my judgment. I am not late to the crime scene. I was present when it unfolded. I saw how your words were twisted into knots and returned to you like rope. I saw them move the goalposts after you ran the length of the field, then call you inadequate for not scoring. I watched them offer charm like a key that only locked you in deeper. I watched them go quiet, to punish, to control, to make you beg for the basic dignity they owed you. I witnessed the little phrases that sounded harmless in public but stung like nettles in private. I heard the jokes with needles inside. I watched them recruit others with carefully measured stories, collect sympathy in rooms you were not invited into, and position you as difficult so they could float above accountability. I felt the way their silence pressed on your throat. I saw the subtle threats, the lifted eyebrow, the warning that sounded like kindness, the reminders of what they could say if you didn't comply. I saw you stand there and question your own memory because their confidence made your truth feel small. I watched you rehearse what to say so you wouldn't look angry, so you wouldn't be painted as the problem. I saw you apologize for things you didn't break just to stop the spinning. I watched you gather yourself after the call, after the meeting, after the message that pretended innocence but carried a hook. And when the door clicked shut and the mask came off in the mirror, I was there as your shoulders finally folded. I counted every tear you hid in towels and car rides. I caught the ones that never made it to your cheeks, the tears you swallowed because you needed to function. Not one fell unnoticed, not one was wasted. I know the loneliness of standing in a crowd where they look fine, so reasonable, so gracious, so generous, while your body trembles with the aftermath of private damage. I know the ache of watching people nod at their stories, while you sit there with evidence sitting in your bones and no way to lay it out without being accused of bitterness. I saw you try to protect their reputation while they were sawing at yours piece by careful piece. I know what it cost you to keep quiet when silence felt like letting them win. I am not indifferent to that weight. I am not distant from that room. Heaven has paused just to reach you in this exact ache. Hear me. You were not weak. You were trying to love with integrity, while someone used what you gave them as leverage. You offered trust, and they used it as a ladder over your boundaries. You gave benefit of the doubt, and they turned it into a smokescreen. You chose peacemaking, and they called it permission. That tenderness in you is not a flaw, it is my image in you. But when wolves wear sweaters, even kindness gets exploited. I am not here to shame you for getting tangled. I am here to untangle you and to restore the dignity of a heart that still believes goodness exists. I did not just see the actions. I saw the intentions tucked behind the smiles. I saw the text they typed and deleted and typed again to shape the narrative. I saw what they said about you before they asked, "Are you okay?" I felt the rehearsed remorse that lasted only until you forgave, then slipped back into the same pattern. I watched the performance crafted for onlookers, the curated concern, the well-timed public gestures. I watched you carry yourself with composure so you wouldn't scare the people you needed. I saw the exhaustion behind your strong face. I am the one who counts your breaths when you lay awake and the ceiling feels heavy. So let this enter your deepest places. You do not need to gather evidence for me. I already saw the truth, and I am not confused about what happened. You do not have to screenshot your way into my understanding. You do not have to replay phone calls in my presence so I can catch what you caught. I was there. I am here. I will be at every intersection this story still thinks it controls. Put down the stack of explanations you keep rearranging in your mind. Lay the files on my desk. I am the judge who cannot be charmed and cannot be fooled. Because I saw it, you are free from proving it. The pressure to explain your side will begin to loosen now. Feel it. Where your chest has been tight planning speeches, it will soften. Where your jaw has been clenched ready to defend, it will unclench. Where your hands have been fists around invisible evidence, they will open. Let them open. Let your voice rest when I say rest. You are not betraying truth by staying quiet at my command. You are preserving it. And I promise you this. Truth that I hold does not vanish. It ripens. It gathers weight. It stands when stories collapse. My beloved, I will decide when the lights come on and how. I will decide which doors close and which conversations surface. I will decide when a nod of confirmation from an unexpected place cracks the shell. You do not need to chase it. Obedience is your safety, not performance. Purity is your assignment, not prosecution. Trust me one more time. Take my hand again right here. This is still your turning point. Breathe. I am fighting for you. I will never leave you. And because I saw it all, the next step becomes simple. Your hands were never made to carry this case. In the next breath, we will set it down together. My beloved, keep breathing with me. I have your wrist in my hand, and I am gently lowering your arm. Your hands were never made for this weight. Look at what has been sitting in your palms. The replayed arguments you run in the shower, the imaginary speeches you edit at red lights, the late-night scrolls through their circle to see who liked what and what that might mean, the anxious tracking of who they called, who they charmed, who might be carrying a version of you that is not true. Look at the draft messages you write and delete and rewrite in case an opening appears to finally expose what you know. Look at the calendar you keep in your head, counting down to the perfect moment, when to post, when to confront, when to drop a hint so the right ears lean in. That is weight. That is work I did not assign you. Do you feel the toll it has taken? Revenge planning keeps your body in sirens. Your breath has been shallow. Your sleep has turned into brief shifts at a watchtower. Eyes snapping open at 2:13, at 3:41, at 4:07, because your mind is guarding evidence I already saw. Your shoulders live by your ears. Your jaw aches from night-clenched arguments. Everyday noises startle you because you have trained yourself to hear footsteps in every hallway. Meals do not taste like meals. They taste like negotiations with your nervous system. Joy has been rationed because you told yourself you cannot celebrate until this is fixed. You do not laugh with your whole chest anymore. You check the room, check your phone, check the narrative. Even your future feels tied to the person who wounded you. as if their confession is the key to your next door. My child, that belongs to me, not to them. Hear me with clarity. If you keep holding the need to retaliate, you will keep bleeding in a fight I never assigned you to finish. You will stay in a ring you were never meant to die in. You will live braced, not blessed, reactive, not directed. This is your turning point. I am here to take what is pulling you apart. So here is what we are going to do. Now, not later. Open your hands. Uncurl your fingers on purpose. Place your feet on the ground. Breathe with me. Inhale slowly. Exhale longer than you think you can. Say this out loud, even if it trembles coming out. I release my demand to control the outcome. Again, I release my demand to control the outcome. Now put language to what you are handing me. I release the timing, the methods, the conversations, the reveals. I release the drafts, the rehearsals, the surveillance, the waiting for the perfect moment to make it hurt back. I place the case on your desk. I give you the gavel. I choose peace over performance. I choose purity over prosecution. I let go. Let the tears fall if they come. Let your body shake if it needs to. That is not you failing. This is weight leaving. Say it again in pieces. I release the need to be understood by those who have chosen not to understand. I release my impulse to prove what you already know. I release what is absorbing my days and stealing my nights. I receive your peace. I receive your protection. I receive your direction. Breathe. With every exhale, another finger loosens from the rope that has been burning your palms. Now listen, I do not confuse surrender with passivity. I am not asking you to lay down in traffic. Wisdom is not weakness. You can place the case in my hands and still build boundaries around your healing. Boundaries are not revenge. They are reverence for what I am restoring in you. You can stop responding to baited messages. You can block numbers that reopen wounds. You can step out of rooms designed to rewrite your reality. You can decline meetings where your heart is not safe. You can tell the truth to wise counsel without smearing your soul to an audience. You can secure what needs securing, change what needs changing, and distance yourself from what keeps you dizzy. That is not you taking vengeance. That is you stewarding what I am rebuilding. Understand the difference. Revenge tries to hurt back. Boundaries refuse to be hurt again. Revenge makes you mirror what damaged you. Boundaries guard the purity I am renewing in you. Revenge keeps your eyes on their next move. Boundaries turn your eyes back to me. My beloved, stay clean. Let me be the one who exposes. Let me be the one who decides timing and tone. Obedience is your shelter. Purity is your strategy. I know the arguments your mind makes. If I let go, they will think they won. If I stop pushing, the truth will never surface. If I quit watching, I'll miss my chance. My child, you are talking as if I am not here. I am here. I am not static. I am active. While you rest your voice, I increase the weight of truth. While you withdraw your hands, I set things in motion. While you stop reacting, I start directing. This is not you going silent into defeat. This is you stepping out of noise into authority. Mine. As you hand me the case, notice what returns to you. Your breath lengthens, your shoulders descend. The fog begins to loosen its fingers from your mind. And in that clearing, I begin to speak your next steps. Not reaction, direction. I will whisper, call this person. I will nudge, do not answer that message. I will prompt, go rest. I will point, finish the application. I will say, delete those drafts. I will lead you to return a key, cancel a meeting, pack a box, plant a seed, take a walk, laugh without explaining why. Your calendar will stop orbiting their behavior and begin aligning with my appointments. You will move from courtroom to construction site. Less time rehearsing, more time rebuilding. Less time checking who watched your story, more time writing the next chapter of it with me. Hear this one more time and let it anchor you. If you keep holding the need to retaliate, you will keep bleeding in a fight I never assigned you to finish. But if you release the case to me, I will stop the bleeding and start the building. I will not waste what happened, and I will not let it define you. I will ring-fence your healing with boundaries that honor your worth. I will shield your tomorrow from the smoke of today, and I will make truth stand without your hands pushing it upright. This is your final call in this matter. Put it down, right here, right now. Open your hands again. Breathe. Say it once more, like a key turning in a door. I release my demand to control the outcome. Step back from the bench. Step out of the courtroom of your mind. Take my hand. Feel how light it is to walk when you are not dragging a case file behind you. Others might hear this, but it is you and me. I am guiding you out of reaction into direction. I am moving you forward, protected, steady, and free. My beloved, listen closely. Others might hear these words, but I have you in my gaze. Do not become what hurt you. Do not let the cut teach you how to carry a knife. Revenge is a sculptor that carves your face to resemble your enemy. It tempts you to borrow their tricks, subtle digs slipped into conversation, quiet rumors seeded to grow in dark corners, selective truths withheld to punish, a strong face performed to look untouchable while your heart bleeds under the armor. This is the danger. Retaliation will ask you to practice their methods in the name of healing. But those methods do not heal you. They harden you. They turn your tenderness into a weapon and call it wisdom. It is not wisdom. It is a trap. Hear me. Revenge feels like power for a moment, but it will cost you the very purity and peace I am restoring in you. It will glitter like freedom while fastening old chains around your ankles. It will offer you the rush of control while secretly tethering your identity to the very wound you want to escape. You think, if I can make them feel it, I will get my dignity back. No. Dignity does not come from making someone hurt. Dignity comes from refusing to trade your character for a counterfeit crown. When you seek to injure what injured you, you do not exit their orbit. You become a moon to their gravity, circling the same pain, lighting the same night, repeating the same eclipse. Let me name the tactics revenge asks you to learn so you can refuse them at the door. The well-aimed caption that looks harmless but cuts. The "I'm just concerned" conversation that smears while pretending to protect. The calculated silence that withholds basic kindness to control outcomes. The smile that says you are fine while you hide untreated wounds. The alliances you form not for safety but for strategy. The hours spent crafting a narrative instead of tending your soul. The way you ration truth to reward submission. The way you delay honesty to stage a reveal. My child, these are bars disguised as strategy. These are bricks in the same prison, mortared with pain and painted with faux righteousness. Step away from the blueprint. I am not building that. Look at me. You are not vengeful. You are not desperate. You are not powerless. Those are the names your pain suggested. They are not the names I wrote over you. You are chosen. You are guarded. You are led. Nothing about you was accidental. Your worth is not up for a vote in rooms that never carried your tears. You are my treasure, designed with intention, formed for purity and peace and a steady power that does not require an audience to confirm it. You have felt small because they made your world narrow. I'm widening it. You felt unseen because their platform was loud. I am silencing the crowd in your heart so you can hear me. You thought you had to become sharp to survive. I am making you wise instead. You thought you had to grow thorns to keep hands off your petals. I am giving you a garden wall, boundaries that bless you and do not break you. Shift your question now, not "How do I hurt them back?" Ask, "How do I get free and stay free?" Not "What will make them pay?" Ask, "What will keep my heart clean?" Not How do I make them admit it? Ask, how do I abide in truth without strangling it? Freedom looks like obedience when retaliation feels easier. Freedom sounds like a quiet no to baited messages and a quiet yes to rest. Freedom is declining the urge to craft a perfect speech and choosing a perfect boundary. Freedom is forgiving without re-entering harmful cycles. Freedom is telling the right truth to the right ears at the right time and letting me decide when that is. Freedom is deleting drafts that would stain your lips. Freedom is choosing to be well, not just to be right. This is your heart on the line. Protect it. When you mirror what damaged you, you smuggle their toxins into your bloodstream and call it justice. When you choose purity, you detox the system and return to oxygen. I am not asking you to deny what happened. I am asking you to deny the infection, its favorite highway, your mouth, your feed, your circle, your meditations. Let me reroute your energy. Take that same strategic mind and point it at rebuilding. Take that same fire and warm what I am growing. Take that same precision and place it on your boundaries, your rest, your counsel, your calling. I know the itch to set the record straight in a way that leaves a mark. I know the adrenaline that flares when a clever line forms in your mind. I know the satisfaction you imagine when silence in the room finally breaks in your favor. But hear me again, because this is a lifeline. My justice is not a chaotic explosion. It is a clean exposure. I do not scorch your future to light up their secrets. I do not set your house on fire to show where the termites lived. I open curtains in ways that protect you while they correct what must be corrected. I time conversations so the weight of truth lands on stable ground. I pull threads with precision so the fabric of lies unravels without wrapping you in the fallout. I am strategic, I am precise, I am protective. So keep your hands clean and your heart soft. Guard your eyes from spectacle. Fix them on me. Refuse the performance of strength. Choose the practice of healing. Do not trade your sleep for scenarios. Do not barter your peace for applause. Do not become the thing you begged me to remove from your life. You are walking out, not circling back. You are moving forward, not mirroring backward. This is your final call in this chamber of your heart. Step away from the table where revenge serves its feast. Take my hand. We are not feeding on that. We are building. We are mending. We are preparing for a reveal I author and a future I secure. Stay with me. I will never leave you. And as you keep your heart, watch how I keep your story. My beloved, keep your eyes on me. This is your final call to attention in this moment. Watch my sequence. Do not rush ahead. Do not lag behind. Others might listen in, but this is me walking you through how I bring truth to the surface without you touching it. I am not chaotic. I am not reactionary. I am measured, clean, and kind, even in correction. My justice is not your performance. When you stay clean, I expose what is hidden without harming your future. So listen carefully, step by step, and let your shoulders drop as you realize you do not have to make any of this happen. First, I remove the covering not by fire, but by light. I apply pressure where pretense cannot breathe. I let time, my servant, do what performance cannot outlast. I deal in fruit, not spin, patterns, not moments, consistency, not spectacle. I am not dazzled by charm or distracted by noise. I hold the thread and tug, softly, precisely, so what was woven to confuse begins to unravel in a way that cannot be blamed on you. This is where exposure begins. With me, in timing, in clarity, in protection. Stage 1, the mask slips. Inconsistencies multiply like hairline cracks in glass. Stories that once stood upright begin to lean. The same sentence told to different ears no longer matches itself. Charm tires. Phrases that used to buy sympathy now feel thin in hands that have held them too long. Faces that could hold a smile through anything start to twitch when truth knocks again. Under gentle heat, intent reveals itself. The motive beneath the act, the appetite beneath the apology, the pattern beneath the promise. They speak quickly and then backtrack. They give an explanation that requires two more to make sense, and the math still does not add. You did not cause this. Your silence did not enable deception. It denied it the fuel of your reaction. I am the one turning the light. I am the one allowing fatigue to pull at the edges of performance until the mask slides. Do you hear me? You do not need to budge. Stay clean. Stay quiet. This is not your scene to direct. Stage 2. The mirrors appear. I arrange conversations you cannot schedule. I seat them with versions of themselves they cannot control. People who once looked away begin to look straight on. Colleagues ask small, inconvenient questions that sow great clarity. Friends who laughed at the same story last month hear themselves repeat it and fall silent because the echo sounds different in a room where I have turned the sound up on conscience. The manipulator meets their own tactics in other mouths and feels the sting they have administered. Those who enabled out of fear begin to reflect back reality out of fatigue. Mirrors catch angles they have avoided for years. They do not get to edit those reflections, and they cannot manage them all. The room changes not because you entered with a speech, but because I entered with alignment. Again, I tell you, do not chase this. Do not send hints to speed it up. Do not post to trigger a reaction. Your restraint is part of how I keep the mirrors clear. Your refusal to perform ensures that when someone finally sees, they see cleanly, not through the fog of your outrage. Stage 3. The network shifts. Alliances begin to rearrange with a quiet you could never script. Doors that opened on cue do not respond to their knock. Invitations thin. Access narrows. Influence dries where it was irrigated by illusion. People who once returned messages within minutes begin to take days, then weeks. The backstage passes are revoked. The inner circle redraws itself without a press release. The whispers stop working. The rooms they thought they owned start belonging to no one but truth. This does not require a scandal. It requires me. I tilt the landscape. I move the chairs. I redirect paths so that what was sustained by smoke no longer finds a stage to fill. You will be tempted to peek, to check, to see if it is happening yet. Resist the urge. Your curiosity can open a door to contamination. Trust me. While you are tending your healing, I am tending the map. I am repositioning pieces on a board you do not need to touch. Stage 4. The consequence lands. Not a public stoning, not a spectacle that steals your peace. Accountability that cannot be spun away. This may look like loss of trust in the very places their charm once purchased it. It may look like limits placed around them by those who finally connect the pattern to the pain. It may look like roles changed, access contained, a project removed, a platform narrowed. It may look like a conversation they cannot sidestep with performance, because the person across from them now has clarity and questions that reach the heart. It may look like the inability to reproduce the same damage, because boundaries, yours and others, now stand like fences they did not expect. Consequence is not me abandoning mercy. It is me protecting the flock. It is me answering cries for safety with measured walls and closed gates. It is me returning the weight of their choices to their own hands so that your hands can remain free. Hear me. I do not scorch your future to light up their secrets. I expose in ways that correct what must be corrected without singeing what I am growing in you. If you stay clean, I time the conversations when your footing is steady. If you stay quiet when I say quiet, I ensure that truth does not arrive wounded by your performance. If I tell you to speak, it will be to the right person, in the right tone, at the right moment, with protection wrapped around you. I will never ask you to climb onto a stage, to make an announcement that hijacks your healing. Your next step is never gloating. Your next step is never collecting trophies of their downfall. Your next step is to keep your heart. Your next step is to obey the small instructions I give you. Delete the draft, decline the invite, forward the email to WISE COUNSEL, take a walk, drink water, sleep. Do not confuse victory with visibility. Often, the greatest victories are won in quiet rooms, where you choose purity over performance again and again. Your silence is not surrender to injustice. It is surrender to me. It becomes part of the protection I am placing around your future. It keeps you from being named as the source of destruction when I am the one unveiling what must be seen. It keeps your story from being used as a shield to protect deception. It keeps your mouth clean so your joy can be full when I bring you into the new. Think of your silence as a sanctuary. Think of your restraint as a riverbank that keeps the rising waters from flooding your field. I see the itch to say just one thing. I see the caption you could write in 30 seconds that would collect a storm in 30 minutes. Do not do it. I am already gathering the rain that will wash what needs washing without drowning what I am planting. And while you watch my sequence, you will notice something else: peace returning. Your body will begin to learn safety again. Your breath will deepen. Your mind will stop schedule keeping for their downfall and start calendar keeping for your destiny. Opportunities will appear that have nothing to do with them. Conversations will arise that are about your calling, not your case. This is not an accident. This is my sequence working in both lanes at once. Exposure there, expansion here. I can walk and war. I can heal and unveil. I can close doors no one else can open, and open doors no one else can close, without asking you to burn a single bridge with your own hands. So, my child, this is your turning point within the turning point. Watch me. Stay with me. Keep your hands clean and your heart soft. Do not announce. Do not chase. Do not gloat. I am strategic. I am precise. I am protective. My justice is not your performance. When you stay clean, I expose what is hidden without harming your future. Breathe. Heaven has paused just to steady you here. Take my hand again. Trust me one more time. I will never leave you, and I am already at work. My beloved, listen closely. This is your final call in this moment. Your next step is not a speech, it's a boundary. Others might hear this, but right now it is just you and me. You want to craft a closing argument. I am asking you to build a quiet wall. You want to explain until they finally understand. I am teaching you to choose peace, even if they never do. You are not called to manage their character. You are called to manage your access, your energy, your commitments. This is not control. This is stewardship. This is not punishment. This is protection. I am guarding what I am rebuilding in you, and I need you to agree with me in how you move. Hear me. Boundaries are obedience. Boundaries are love with wisdom. Boundaries are compassion without permission to be harmed. Boundaries are not a public performance. They are a private fence around what I planted. Your assignment is not to fix their patterns. Your assignment is to decide who gets access to your time, your body, your phone, your nights, your attention, your home, your sacred places. You cannot keep your heart clean if your gate is always open to storms. You cannot rest if your calendar belongs to chaos. So I am simplifying your steps and strengthening your spine. Fewer explanations, shorter responses, clearer limits. No negotiation with manipulation. Say less and stand firm. I will give you language. Use it. Let it be simple. Let it be steady. Say, I'm not available for that. Say, that doesn't work for me. Say, I won't discuss this further. Say, I need space. Say, if you raise your voice, I will end this call. Say, we can meet with a third party if we continue. Say, please put that in writing. Say, I'm choosing not to attend. Say, I will not be responding to messages after 8 p.m. Say, I will not revisit this topic. Do not decorate these sentences with apologies you do not owe. Do not pad them with justifications to win approval you do not need. Clarity is kind. Consistency is kind. Your yes can be yes. Your no can be no. You are not cruel. You are clear. And when guilt rises to negotiate, I will speak to it. Your compassion is not a hall pass for continued wounding. Love can be wise. Love can be distant. Love can be firm. Forgiveness is not the same as access. Mercy does not mandate proximity. You can bless from a boundary. You can pray without participating. You can wish them well while keeping your soul well. This is not you withholding grace. This is you refusing to subsidize harm with your health. Hear me again. You do not need revenge to be safe. You need obedience that builds a boundary around what I am rebuilding in you. I know the tactics that will come to your door when you draw these lines. The sudden tears that appear only when consequence lands. The raised voice used to drown your clarity. The sarcastic, I guess you're perfect, meant to shame you back into silence. The faux emergencies designed to break your resolve. The triangulation that drags in third parties to pressure you. The apology that asks you to move the fence before the fruit has changed. Do not negotiate with manipulation. Do not debate with confusion. Repeat your sentence once, calmly. If it is not honored, step back. End the call. Leave the room. Mute the thread. Block the number if you must. Tell the truth to wise counsel, not to a crowd hungry for spectacle. I am not asking you to perform strength. I am empowering you to practice it. Begin at the level of your daily life. Guard your mornings so your first voice is mine, not theirs. Guard your evenings so your last intake is peace, not a provocation. Guard your inbox and your group chats. You can leave conversations that rewrite your reality. Guard your keys and your calendar. You can decline invitations that cost your healing. Guard your body. Adrenaline is not connection. Guard your home. Not everyone who knocks gets in. Guard your Sabbath. Rest is warfare. Guard your story. Not every ear has earned it. I will nudge you. Accept this. Decline that. Delay here. Address this with counsel present. Archive that message. Delete that draft. Simple steps. Quiet steps. Obedience that looks small but builds walls big enough to hold your peace. You will feel strange at first. Your mouth will itch to fill the silence with explanations. Your hands will twitch toward the keyboard to make your boundary palatable. Resist the urge. Breathe with me. Remember how your heart raced when chaos had a key. Remember how your jaw ached when you argued for your own worth. Remember the sirens in your body when you lived to manage their moods. From that place, choose stillness. Choose statements, not essays. Choose exits, not escalations. Choose protection, not performance. And watch what happens inside the quiet that follows. Boundaries create breathing room for healing to take root. In the hush, after a firm no, your nervous system will start to unfurl. Your sleep will lengthen. Your thoughts will organize. Trust will stop trying to sprint and start learning to walk. Your imagination will stop building courtrooms and start building gardens. In that protected space, I will tend to the inner damage, the frayed wires of your vigilance, the knotted places in your chest, the reflex to explain your existence. I will slow your pulse. I will widen your gaze. I will teach you what safety feels like so you stop calling adrenaline love. Do not confuse peace with loneliness. The quiet of a boundary is not abandonment, it is alignment. Heaven has paused to steady you here because this is your turning point. You have waited long enough for them to respect what you refuse, to respect in yourself. Now honor what I honor. If they accuse you of being cold, remember, you chose clean. If they call you selfish, remember, you are stewarding my work in you. If they test your limits, remember, your consistency will teach them what your speeches never could. If they change, you will see it in fruit over time, and you can adjust with wisdom. If they do not, your fence will hold. I will help you hold it. When your resolve shakes, whisper, "Strengthen me." When confusion taps your shoulder, ask, "Clarify me." When guilt knocks, hand it to me. I am fighting for you. I am training your hands for this kind of peace. I am placing watchmen at your gates. Discernment that catches the old games before they enter. Counsel that sits with you in truth. Rest that refuses to be traded. You are not hard. You are healed. You are not bitter. You are boundaried. You are not vengeful. You are vigilant with your own soul. Take my hand. Right now, make one move with me. Delete the draft you do not need. Send one clear sentence you have been delaying. Schedule the rest you keep postponing. Inform the one person of wise counsel who will stand with you. Mute the channel that keeps your heart inflamed. Small obedience. Immediate obedience. Do not announce. Do not defend. Do not perform. Step back and let the wall do its work. This is how you stay safe without seeking revenge. This is how you honor what I am rebuilding in you. A boundary is not the end of love. It is the beginning of sanity. And in this sanity, I will heal you, restore you, and ready you for the next chapter. Trust me one more time. Take my hand again. Keep your words few. Keep your lines clear. Keep your heart soft. I will never leave you, and I am already surrounding your future with peace. My beloved, come closer. Others might hear, but this moment is between you and me. This is your final call in this room of your heart. Let me heal the part of you that still tries to prove your worth respect. You have built a good wall with me. Now I am coming for what still trembles behind it. I am not here to scold your ache. I am here to bind it up. I am not confused by your silence. I understand the noise it held back. I saw the place where you rehearsed speeches at midnight. I saw the way your chest tightened at the thought of returning to rooms that mislabeled you. I saw the bite marks on your own tongue. And I saw the deeper wound beneath all of it, the humiliation of being used like a tool when you are a treasure, the ache of not being chosen properly when your heart was ready to give purely, the fear of looking foolish for loving honestly. Hear me, that fear of being seen as foolish has tried to jury-rig your life into a courtroom where you win by convincing. You started to believe that if you could just arrange the perfect explanation, if you could stack the facts just right, if you could corner them into admitting what happened, then your dignity would return and your heart would stop shaking. That drive to be understood is not evil. It is a wound trying to earn safety, but safety is not for sale. I do not barter it for your performance. I give it because I am your father and you are mine. You do not have to argue for shelter here. You do not have to litigate for peace. Come out of the courtroom now. Breathe with me. Put down the imaginary debates that run while you wash dishes, while you drive, while you try to sleep. You do not need to gather evidence for me. I already saw the truth, and I am not confused about what happened. I saw the screenshot before it was deleted. I heard the call no one recorded. I watched the private performance that never made it to the public stage, and I counted every tear you hid, because even your tears tried to protect other people's image. My child, I know down to the marrow. So let me speak to the part of you that still thinks your wholeness depends on their confession. Release self-blame. You whisper, I should have seen it. Lay that sentence at my feet. You are not omniscient. Your tenderness was not a crime. Your willingness to trust is not evidence against you. It is proof that your heart was still alive in a world that tempts many to go numb. If you missed a sign, I will teach you gently, not shame you loudly. Wisdom will come wrapped in peace, not panic. Release shame. You say, I feel stupid. No, you are not stupid. You are sincere. And sincerity in a crooked room will always be mocked by the crooked. Do not take their mockery as a mirror. Hear me, you loving well does not justify them wounding you. Your goodness did not cause their choices. Your radiance did not request their shadow. Stand up from that accusation and step into the truth. You are kind, you are learning, you are guarded by me. Release obsession. You whisper, I need them to admit it. You do not. You need me. You need breath that reaches your belly again. You need sleep that is not supervised by imaginary juries. You need a future that is not budgeted around the price of vindication. Let me take the gavel out of your hand. Let me close the file you keep reopening. I am not asking you to pretend nothing happened. I am asking you to stop demanding that a confession complete you. When I heal your worth, you stop needing their confession to feel whole. Now, let me speak identity over the place where those sentences lived. You are not small. You are not late. You are not easily discarded. You are mine. You are valuable. You are chosen. Nothing about you was accidental. I crafted you with intention. Your warmth, your perception, your laughter that disarms rooms, your quiet that steadies storms. Your worth comes from me alone, not from whether someone else finally recognizes it on time. You are my treasure, and I do not misplace treasure. I do not loan treasure to chaos. I do not label treasure by the last hands that mishandled it. I label treasure by my name upon it, mine. I am not punishing you for trusting. I am purifying the lens you use to give trust again. I will train your yes and strengthen your no without asking you to grow thorns you were never designed to wear. This is how I heal your dignity. I return your softness with wisdom, not walls built from fear. You will learn the difference between intuition and anxiety. You will feel the nudge to pause, and you will honor it. You will catch the subtle disrespect, and you will step back without delivering a lecture to earn the right to leave. This is what healed worth feels like. Quiet authority. You will not chase apologies. You will not perform proximity to prove you are not bitter. You will not audition for basic care. Let me talk to the humiliation you still taste when you remember moments you shared with the wrong witness. I cover you. I cover what was said. I cover where you were seen. I cover the awkward exit you had to make. I cover the texts you wish you had not sent. I cover the rooms where your name was handled cheaply. I am cleansing the footprint of their carelessness from the corridors of your mind. I remove the stamp of foolish and replace it with faithful while learning. I remove the stamp of used and replace it with set apart. I remove the stamp of passed over and replace it with handpicked in my timing. I am not late. I am exact. Your story did not miss its appointment because someone failed to keep their word. Feel this with me now. The ache of not being chosen properly has made you over-explain your goodness until you are empty. No more. I am choosing you publicly by opening doors no one else can close. But first, I am choosing you privately by filling the hollow place where performance lived. Sit with me. Be still long enough for honor to settle in your bones. Let me recalibrate your internal audience until you remember that the one who loves you is the one who defines you. Others might clap, others might not, but I hold the measuring line. When I say, well done, your nervous system will learn to rest. I am also healing the reflex that scrambles to summarize the whole story in a single sentence to look wise. You do not owe a thesis to prove you are learning. Learning shows in fruit. Learning shows in peace. Learning shows in the company you keep and the rooms you leave without rage. Learning shows in your laugh returning. Let that be your evidence. Let that be your announcement. Let me make your peace the loudest press release you ever need. Now place your hand over your heart and listen. I speak wholeness to the part of you that reaches for receipts at 2 a.m. I speak courage to the part of you that fears silence will make you look guilty. I speak dignity to the part of you that bowed your head while they rewrote the scene. Lift your head. I am your witness. Your worth is settled. Your peace is permitted. Your future is protected. Repeat after me in your spirit as a seal on this moment. I am not small. I am not late. I am not easily discarded. I am mine, his. My heart is not a stage for arguments. It is a home for presence. My safety does not depend on their confession. It rests in God's care. My yes and my no are holy. My story is moving forward. As this inner ache heals, you will notice how the outer story changes. You will stop budgeting energy for imaginary trials. You will have margin to dream, to build, to learn, to play. Smiles will not feel like masks. They will feel like air. You will answer messages slower because your peace is unhurried. You will walk into rooms and no longer scan for who might twist your words. You will look for what I am doing and join me. The new season you have heard me promise will stop sounding like a distant song through a wall and start feeling like sunlight on your skin. Not just promised, possible, near, here. This is your turning point in the place no one sees. Trust me one more time. Take my hand again. Heaven has paused just to reach you with this. When I heal your worth, you stop needing their confession to feel whole. Keep your heart soft. Keep your boundaries steady. Keep your eyes on me. I will never leave you, and I am already restoring the ground beneath your feet so you can walk forward without looking back for applause or permission. My beloved, listen. This is your turning point. Heaven has paused to move you now. Others might hear these words, but right now it is just you and me. I am taking your hand to lead you out of reaction and into the chapter I prepared for you before the pain ever arrived. The door you have been waiting on swings open when your hands are free of stones. Put them down. All of them. The accusations you rehearsed. The headlines you wanted to write. The names you kept ready. Drop them at my feet. Empty hands move fastest. Empty hands receive best. This is the moment you step through, not to prove anything, but to live. Forward looks like focus coming back to you, like a bird that remembers its home. Watch how your mind steadies, how you open a page to learn again, how you return to work without the courtroom echoing inside you, how you can stand in your own kitchen without replaying their last sentence. Forward looks like conversations that are mutual, not one-sided rescues. People who ask how your heart is and wait for the answer. People who care about your well-being, not just your usefulness. People who carry their own weight and honor your no as a holy thing. Forward looks like clearer discernment. You will trust the pause you feel, and you will not apologize for it. You will notice consistency over charisma. You will lean into fruit over flash. You will not need to audition for belonging. Forward looks like steadier emotions. The surges will soften. Your mornings will be calmer. Your evenings will be kinder. You will stop setting alarms to control what never belonged to you, and you will start setting rhythms that protect what I am restoring. Joy will return, not because anything bad happened to anyone else, but because goodness is happening within you. Hear me. Your joy will not depend on their downfall. Your laughter will not be revenge in disguise. Your smile will not be a scoreboard. It will be a river. It will be spring after a long winter. It will be a soundtrack of gratitude that has nothing to prove. You have asked, but what if they keep talking? I answer you now. I will guard your reputation. Do not delay your future because you fear their whispers. I have been the witness all along, and I am also your defender. When I say I am stabilizing your path, I mean I am removing hidden ice and lighting the lane ahead. I am laying stones beneath your feet that do not crumble. I am shepherding you into rooms where your name is spoken with honor or not at all. What is yours cannot be stolen by manipulation. It cannot be snatched by rumor. It cannot be delayed by jealousy. I do not misplace destinies. Do not look back for updates. Stop checking the door you closed to see if they are standing on the other side. Stop refreshing to see if they were finally found out. Stop drafting statements to preempt narratives I am already dissolving. Looking back slows your healing. It ties your ankles with invisible cords. It interrupts the work I am doing in your nervous system and your spirit. When the urge rises to peek at the old scene, breathe and turn your face toward me. Say out loud if you must, I release them. I release the need to know. I choose forward. I will meet you in that sentence every time. Some of you are waiting for public validation, a confession, a headline, a crowd that finally says, "We were wrong about you." My child, you do not need a chorus to walk. You need my whisper and your yes. I am your audience of one, and I am on my feet applauding your obedience. The peace you seek is not hanging out in their apology. It is in your release. Do not barter your next chapter for a moment of vindication that will not fill you. Move. Let the page turn with the sound of stones falling from your hands. I know you still feel the tremor of old habits trying to bargain. That is why I speak this with protective urgency. Do not delay. Your peace is closer than your pain suggests. The enemy of your soul wants you paralyzed by hypotheticals. I am pulling you into clarity. Small steps. Today, steps. Organize your space. Answer the text you have been avoiding with simple clarity. Send the application. Make the appointment. Return to the craft I taught your hands. Reach out to safe community. Let joy be a daily practice, not a prize at the end of a trial. This is not performance. This is participation in your own restoration. You will see my protection in quiet ways. People who once believed gossip will feel a check in their spirit. Opportunities that were blocked will open without your campaigning. Conversations will happen in rooms you do not enter, and your name will be shielded from harm you do not hear. I will place you in the right time with the right people for the right reasons. I will show you which doors to knock on and which doors to walk past. My child, I am not just healing your past. I am engineering your future. Refuse the temptation to carry their name into new places. You are not dragging an old headline into a new home. You are not packing their behavior into your luggage so you can unpack it in the first conversation with a new friend. If you must speak of it, do so as a testimony of how I met you, not as bait to gather allies. You are not behind. You are being set apart. You are not forgotten. You are being prepared. You are not silent from fear. You are quiet from strength. This is your final call in this chapter shift. Agree with me. Stand up where you are and say yes in your spirit. Others might hear these words later, but right now it is just you and me. And I am inviting a simple, decisive act. Open your hands. Let their names slide out of your grip. Say, I release. I choose forward. I say yes. Do not overcomplicate this. The page turns on the weight of your surrender and the lightness of your trust. I am walking with you. I am closing the door without slamming it. I am opening a door that does not damage your heart to walk through. You will notice the air change. You will feel the load shift. You will hear your own laughter surprise you. And as you move, I will whisper the same refrain that steadies your stride. I am with you. I am fighting for you. I am already there in the room you are about to enter. Take my hand. Trust me one more time. Your future is not built by their punishment. It is built by your release and your yes to the next chapter. My beloved, be still with me now. Others might hear, but this moment is only you and me. Breathe in slowly. Let your shoulders drop. Unclench your jaw. Open your hands. Take my hand again. This is your final call in this chapter. Close the door to revenge and open the door to peace. When you pray release with a sincere heart, you step out of the courtroom of your mind and into the safety of my presence. Don't walk away. Don't overthink. Just be still and let me lead you. Place your hand over your heart. Feel it. I hold it. I am right here. Heaven has paused just to steady you. Angels stand ready to minister to the parts of you that still shake. I will give you words. Say them with me. Whisper them out loud if you can. Repeat after me line by line. Let this be the transfer. Let this be the turning. Dear Heavenly Father, I release the right to retaliate. I put down revenge. I hand you the gavel, the evidence, the case. I choose your clean justice over my angry solutions. Expose what needs exposing in your timing and your way, without harming my future, without staining my heart. Defend me where I cannot be. Protect my name from smear and my life from retaliation. Place a shield around my home, my work, my relationships, my online spaces, my quiet places. Heal my memory, Lord. Heal the replays that start without my permission. Heal the frozen frames that keep me awake. Heal the words that echo like alarms. Calm my body where fear still lives. Set my sleep apart tonight. Give me deep rest, unvisited by nightmares, unsupervised by imaginary courts. Let me lie down in peace and rise in peace. Give me wisdom to maintain the boundaries you taught me. Strengthen my no. Soften my yes with discernment. Help me choose exits instead of arguments. Help me honor the fence without apologizing for it. Give me the language to be clear and the courage to be consistent. Teach me to trust the pause and obey the nudge. Let me bless from a distance when needed. Let me forgive without returning to harm. Wash me clean. Cleanse my motives. Purify my desires. If there is any bitterness hiding in me, uproot it. If there is any pride pretending to be justice, expose it in me first. Make my heart soft, my spine strong, my words few, my steps steady. I choose peace. I choose release. I choose you. Cover my reputation. Let those who were confused be quietly corrected by your hand. Let those who were quick to speak be slow now. Let my silence be strength, not suspicion. Let my fruit speak. Let time reveal truth. Guard my future from sabotage. Guard my phone, my inbox, my door, my calendar. Guard the path you are opening before me. Clarity for confusion, peace for anxiety, strength for hypervigilance, joy for heaviness, favor for delay. Open the right doors and close the wrong ones. Surround my next season with protection and provision. Place me with the right people at the right time for the right reasons. Let my laughter return pure, not as a score kept against anyone else, but as a river from your goodness in me. I remove my hands from the wheel of revenge. I rest in your hands of justice. I will not chase apologies. I will not audition for respect. I will not refresh the old scene. I choose forward. I say yes to the page you are turning now. In Jesus' name, amen. Stay here a moment, my child. Breathe. Feel the weight sliding off. This is not imagination. This is exchange. I take the right to retaliate from your hands, and I place peace in them instead. I take the racing thoughts, and I give you clarity. I take the tight jaw, and I give you a loosened smile. I take the watchman fueled by fear, and I give you a guardian trained by wisdom. The courtroom doors in your mind are closing now, and on the other side is a garden I planted for your recovery. Walk with me there. Hear what I decree over you as you prayed. Clarity will begin to replace confusion. Your decisions will simplify. Your yes will find its spine. Peace will begin to replace anxiety. Your breath will deepen. Your nights will quiet. Strength will begin to replace hypervigilance. You will not scan for danger in every face. You will scan for my presence. Favor will surround your next season. Emails will arrive. Opportunities will find you. Rooms will make space without your campaigning. I am placing a hedge around your name. What is not true will dissolve. What is true will stand, and what is holy will grow. I am answering the requests you just placed in my hands. I am dismantling smear campaigns without you typing a word. I am exposing patterns without asking you to perform a takedown. I am softening the hearts that need softening, and I am hardening the walls that need hardening. I am ordering your sleep. Tonight, when you lie down, invite me with a simple whisper. I rest in you. I will stand at the door of your dreams. I will reset your nervous system in the stillness. Hold your boundary with me. If guilt comes knocking, hand it to me. If manipulation calls, end the call. If confusion argues, ask me for clarity. I will not leave you to enforce alone. I will stand inside the line with you. You are not cold. You are clean. You are not vengeful. You are vigilant with your healing. You are not hard to love. You are learning to be loved rightly. If this prayer is your yes, seal it publicly as a witness to your own heart. Type Amen if you're releasing revenge today. Comment, I let God handle it, if you're choosing peace. Share this with someone carrying a heavy case so they can breathe again. And if this message is feeding your spirit, you can support this channel through the thanks button. Your generosity helps this word reach others who need it now. My beloved, I am not finished. I am faithful. I am moving you forward without dragging any names. I am rebuilding your life without breaking your soul. Keep returning to this prayer when the urge to peek back rises. Let your refrain be simple. I release. I choose peace. I trust your justice. Each time you say it, I will meet you with the same presence, the same protection, the same promise. I am with you. I am fighting for you. I will never leave you. Take my hand again. Step out of the courtroom and into the light. The door to revenge is closing gently behind you. The door to peace is open wide before you. Walk. Your new season is not waiting on their confession. It is responding to your surrender. Today we turn the page together. Now breathe, rest, and watch what I do next.